What's up guys, welcome back to another my heat build, and in this heat build I'm going to be just doing it in crap, so yeah. So like I already did that one. This one is... no, this one's War Thunder, I think. Let's see here, if it's War Thunder or whatever it is.
Oops. Do I have guidance as to what I'm supposed to do? Nope. I'm grabbing the saw, and I'm going to start cutting gently this area, because clearly
Yeah,
we need
War
to take out a
Thunder,
heart.
I think.
Why is he bleeding? Chill with the bleeding. And why am I not wearing gloves?
Yeah, War
Where's my
Thunder.
assistant, too?
This is GTA
Let's go ahead
5.
Let's go ahead and grab.
And that
Oh, I
one's
forgot.
Comic Simulator, so
You
yeah.
always forget the last rib. These aren't even anatomically correct ribs, by the way. Okay, usually we have like a container for the ribs. So we'll go ahead and rest that. Let go. No, let go. The heart is beating, the stomach is there, the esophagus is there, the lungs are there, the liver is just chilling. There's pieces of ribs that we're going to need to reattach after. The patient is losing blood, but we have some blood here. Can I reach for this? Or no? Oh yeah, nope, doesn't look like I can reach for that. Do we want to record this? Let's record this. Yo, we vlogged in the surgery right now. My patient Bob is doing really well. We're gonna get the heart out. Please like and subscribe. Okay, we got that. Let's see if I can do. Oh, we can just take out his lung. His lungs aren't even attached. This is a pretty realistic lung though. Okay, whoa, that heart is blue. That's not a good sign. We're gonna have to make some incisions there. What's the best way to make it? How do you turn off this saw? There we go. Okay. My guy's just, look at this. My scalpel's just floating on one finger. Okay, I'm gonna have to cut it like this. Obviously, there's a lot of bleeding. I'm cutting the heart. Let's just get rid of this esophagus, because this esophagus is bothering me. Oh, got the esophagus. I'm gonna go ahead and rest the esophagus right here. I cut the area, which is not good because my patient's bleeding out. I need to get my scalpel again. Okay, looks like we got the heart nice and cut. Let's go ahead and get rid of that heart. Where's the other heart? Is it in here? Wait, I need another heart. He's dying. Is there no heart? There's got to be a heart. He died. And it was going so well. Brutal murder achieved in a mere few seconds. But wait, where's it? Oh, is it in here? Dang. Okay, hold on. Give me another chance. Let me just check if this is where the heart is. Oh, shit! Yo, my bad, bro. I dropped your heart, Bob. But just go ahead and grab. See, if I put it in there, that's going to be a problem to get it out. So you want to keep it nice and slushy right here. Alright, this is taking way too long. I'm going to use the oscillating bone saw here. Which, by the way, if you hit a patient with a bone saw on their skin, it doesn't actually cut them because it just moves very rapidly. It doesn't actually spin, it vibrates. So it shouldn't technically cut anything else. So this is the safest thing we can use to cut new bones. Oh, see, that was misinformation right there. Whoa, you think I could juggle this? Oh, shit. I wonder if I can get sued for this. Let's cut all the aorta. Okay, got the heart loose. We need to act quickly here. Let's replace this broken heart with a good heart. Oh! Look at all the balloons in my room. Oh, you can't kick them? Ready? Don't go to the patient. Next mission. Let's learn about our patient today. We don't know age. Needs a kidney transplant. High risk for blood loss. Let's practice right. 8, 2, and call me in a.m. Let's go ahead and sign this up. Oh, we got a phone call? Yes? Oh, I picked up the whole phone. Hello? Hello, medical office. Okay. We have a patient whose intestines are exposed. We have a large intestine, small intestine, stomach, liver, lower rib cage. The patient has one toe larger and longer than the rest. That is not the big toe. Let's see how our patient's doing. Sir, you okay? Okay, we got him knocked out. Let's do a little vlog. Yo, we here with Bob. Bob messed up his heart. Now we need to get Bob's kidney. So we're about to get Bob's kidney. Please like and subscribe. What up, what up? Oh, I don't even know what this saw is for. Basically, I'm going to go ahead and insert this right above the rectum. Definitely very bloody. Let me use 2 hands here. intestine refuses to be cut. My patient's bleeding out. Why does it feel like the large intestine is like metal? What even is this? A lightsaber? Oh, it's a electrocautery tool? Oh no, my patient's bleeding out pretty bad. Let's cauterize that. Maybe I need to give him some of this. How do you give syringes? Give her too many space, maybe? In his neck? Does that help? Oh, no, he's bleeding a lot with that. That's a blood thinner. Oh, I gave him the wrong one. Little murder achieved. Okay, I need to restart this one. Anytime you have a sharp in the field, you want to be gentle. I say that as I'm cutting through all of his organs. Oh, he's bleeding bad. I'm going to go ahead and hold on to that liver. Oh no. Oh no, what am I looking at? Why is there a video of me? Is it the stupid camera? Quick. God, there's so much intestine here. Oh, I dropped some. Stomach, you just will hang out right here. Oh. Okay. 1 kidney. 2 kidneys. Where is the kidneys though? Okay.
Why is the Langs line so toxic? Walking. I'm walking. Multiplayer games can be toxic. You're saying me I'm taking a cigarette break. I hate this movie. Nah.
Bust this information. There's actually a show called Mythbusters, and they took a look at medical myths. I'm going to try and guess whether or not they're busted or confirmed. Huge thanks to Grammarly for sponsoring this video.
The myth is that if you throw a penny off of a building this height, that it'll either get going so fast that it'll embed itself in the concrete at the base of the building, or it'll hit somebody in the head and kill him.
I don't think it's enough. It would need to land on some really soft tissue. Like, I think if you drop a significant weight, I think a penny is just not enough. You'll reach terminal velocity with so much damage.
Guys have seen complex equations that put a penny's top speed at somewhere between 35 and 65 miles per hour.
Yeah, penny traveling 65 miles an hour. I can't imagine.
Enter Norma, Adam's ballistic study. Norma's cranium will take the full brunt of a penny traveling at terminal velocity.
I think it's going to cut the skin and do nothing to the skull. Or maybe some kind of bone. It's not a real skull. A human skull's perfect hair. Lights off.
The penny broke through the thin layer of ballistics gel, but the skull is intact.
Yeah, myth busted, baby. You know how many shots I took to this goal? 8 of them.
I think for this, we're just about to do the most requested myth ever in the history of Mythbusters. So
Ever?
with your eyes open, your eyes will pop out of your head, roll across the floor.
See, I was going to say very true, but they wouldn't roll across the floor. They would probably still be connected to after the characters. Now, I'm kidding. No, they will not fall out. But what can develop is something known as a subconjunctival hemorrhage, which looks quite scary, but in reality, in most cases, is quite benign. It happens when someone sneezes, or in some cases, it has something to do with blood pressure or breathing problems, but usually it's a fairly benign condition, as described here.
At the precise moment of the sneeze, Adam's eyes were shut. He opened them afterwards. So this time, Adam has a plan to produce some potentially frightening results.
Yeah, they were so worried about this myth being true, they were volunteering having their eyeballs pop out.
I'm going to try and hold my eyes open this time.
I'm going to make that the backup.
time pumping inside. This one is totally busted.
Do you know how much internal pressure you build up when you're like wrestling or vomiting, trying to lift a really heavy object? It probably pales in comparison to having zero science.
A Carrie, Grant, and Tori found out if a shock from a defibrillator will burn your bra.
Our unfortunate patient in need of a jump start is either wearing a metal underwire bra or has nipple piercings.
Oh, and the defibrillator arcs to the metal and they get burned. That's not a correct way to describe a defibrillator. It's almost the opposite because it's supposed to stop your heart. I think that was going to be myth busted. I mean, maybe for nipple piercing. I think the underwire bra won't protect everything.
We to do maximum 360 joules. Let's do it.
We don't always do the maximum.
The medics in a hurry place their homemade barbecue tongue defibrillators.
Why do they use barbecue tongue? Why not just get an 8? Oh, because it's not going to shock. And he actually evaluates the rhythm and tells you it's shock.
3, 2, 1. Clear.
And remember that when you shock a patient through a defibrillator, the goal is to get them out of a bad rhythm that can stop the heart. So ideally, you're trying to jump stop the heart and then have it naturally restart.
Clear. No underwear without the flames. So is the burning bra myth busted?
Yes.
If that's not possible, do you want to maybe open up the bra a little bit so that the wire's exposed and you can see what's happening?
Oh yeah. Let's cut open the clothing.
So it's take two with an unlikely but conceivable set of circumstances.
Yeah. 3, 2, 1. Clear. I think it's because she was touching the metal with the defibrillator. We got a bird!
Yep, the spark's fine.
Yeah, look, she's touching it. You would put the pads clear on the chest, so it's not true.
The bra didn't burst into flames as some of the stories I've heard, but there's an obvious burn on the skin, so I'd say this one is pretty plausible.
No, it's not. I mean, it's plausible in the sense that you could put a tool onto a piece of metal, but that's not the same as it traveling across the skin to the metal. I actually spent a lot of time on this channel busting some myths of my own. Another one that needs busting is the myth that Grammarly is only useful as a spelling and grammar checker. In fact, bro, to level up your productivity. All right, let's get back to those myths.
What if the elevator you're riding suddenly plummets down the shaft? Can a well-timed leap of faith save your skin? The Mythbusters need to drop an elevator down a shaft. Just before it hits bottom, the test subject will jump in the air. They'll measure his speed to see if he's avoided what seems certain death.
I think the answer is not true, so it's going to be busted because it's going to be near impossible to jump at the correct time because while you're falling, you won't be able to push off. I don't know, maybe I'm wrong.
I need to figure out how to make Buster jump. I think I'm going to have to use some kind of spring because I don't want to go for the gunpowder.
Good news for Buster, a kind of turbocharged pogo stick.
Yeah, I don't know about you, but I don't have the turbocharged pogo stick installed into my pelvis. Another thing I never know I'd say on this channel. Just add it to the list for every time I send it. And we're going to search the transcriptions of all our videos and make a compilation.
4, 3, 2.
How many stories was that?
The overhead camera shows Buster's pogo stick launched right on cue. But did it save him? We've got an arm.
I believe this is more damage than we've ever done to Buster in 1 minute before.
I think what you should do is you should probably spread out as much as it's probably. But if you spread your weight out as much as possible, like you might have better. Although you could probably absorb a lot of weight with your knees bent also.
The elevator and Buster were falling at 53 miles an hour. Buster jumped up at 3 feet per second, or 2 miles an hour. Enough to hit the roof, but he still hit the ground at a fatal 51 miles an hour.
Yeah, I don't care how good of a jumper you are. You're not, at 53 miles an hour, you're not. I don't care how good that is.
Allow me to demonstrate.
Ow!
What? It's swearing make that hurt less? Does swearing increase your tolerance to pain?
I would probably, like if I'm venturing to say placebo effect, thinking positively and saying nice things would allow you to increase your tolerance to pain. Almost the opposite. So I would say that much. Because like if you were to put your hand in ice water and you're uncomfortable and you were to say nice things to me, made me feel good, I could stay longer in the ice water than if you were to roast me. And I assume that if I'm saying nice things, like saying nice thoughts, almost like hypnotizing myself, as we see with an episode of Dr. David Spiegel and the Checkup podcast, you can make yourself.
Well, that's going to be the end of this YouTube video, and bye.